Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. I wanted to encourage someone this morning and to tell them that yes, yes, you can. You can, you can, you can, you can, you can. You can. Um, you can. Listen, years ago, before I became a manager, I was an assistant manager. And before I was an assistant manager, I was just like, regular staff. And um, God had gave me a vision. And I was like, I can't do that. Instantly, I was like, I can't do that. But I decided to walk out on faith, and assistant manager position came up, and I guess because I was a hard worker, I was considered. And I was like, no, I didn't want to take it at first, but they gave me time to think about it. I think like a month or a month and a half or something like that. And I ended up taking it. But the entire time, maybe 6 months that I was an assistant manager, I had the attitude of I could not do it. And listen, the I cannot do it produce fruits. And I was like arguing with my manager left and right. I was arguing with the employees left and right. Like I was in the state of being rebellious because I haven't accepted the fact that God was telling me, yes, you can do it. Yes, you can do it. And so I was operating out of fear and timidity. I was operating out of doubt, and the whole time God was telling me I can do it. And so once I began to do it, and you go through the process of getting trained and becoming better, to the point to now, I've been a manager for a while now, and I've been overseeing. I've been managing people for a while now, and at a young age, and to the point to now I am a coach. Now, when God told me that I was a coach, I was like, now wait a minute, like this, you going too far. Because I was not a public speaker. If I was to speak, and to this day I do, I love to write down what I want to speak about. But I was very bashful and very fearful of speaking in front of people. And God was telling me still, like, yes, you can do it. And he was giving me other ideas and stuff like that. And I was like, Lord, like, I don't know what you think about me. But I don't know, I can't do it. But the entire time he was telling me, girl, you could do it. Like, you could do it. What I said about you. And so I had to learn. I had to go back. I began to go back into my word, and I began to repeat what God was saying about me, because I didn't realize that my belief system was off and that I had low esteem. I had low confidence in myself and in my abilities. And that came from, growing up, trauma in the house, trauma in the house again, trauma in the house again, school. Like my entire childhood was dramified and traumatized. And then growing up into growing up and getting out into society, it just made it worse, because y'all know people is not nice, especially when you're around the wrong people. But anyway, and so I fought and dealt with fear, and I dealt and fought with fear and doubt for a long time until I began to understand what love is and who I am in God. Like, I had to learn who I was in God. And a few days ago, I was speaking to my younger brother about our world, like about how things are in the world and how life situation mold us into people like we don't want to be, and or mold us into people who get stuck, or who just take what they have been given. And I was like, I'm not gonna be one of them people. When I decided to step out on faith at taking the assistant manager position, the thing I was stepping out on is I didn't want to be like nobody in my family. I didn't want to be like who I was. I wanted to be different. What God had showed me, I wanted to be like. It became my heart desire to be what He had predestined me to be. And so we was talking about like reasons why people get stuck, and we was talking about the reasons why we had got stuck. And one thing that stood out to me about our talk was our belief system, like people belief systems. People belief systems, like when someone tell you can or can't do something, you believe that thing. It's like we get programmed a certain kind of way. It's like the first thing that a human encounter with, we get stuck in that thing, begin to get programmed in a certain kind of way, and it'd be hard for us to let go, and it'd be hard for us to allow something new to get introduced to us. And so often we believe that we can't do. 9 times out of 10, we believe that we can't do something because it's new, or because we have to put work in. So we, before we even consider a possibility of a yes, it's an instant no. And I was like, oh my goodness, like, we say no because we haven't witnessed, because really our surroundings, we have not witnessed no one around us that has changed their belief. Like, we haven't seen it with our own physical eyes. And 9 times out of 10, we find somebody in our sphere of influence that we can idolize. And y'all, listen, we love, a lot of us love to live on low vibration, as if it's cool. And it's not cool, because that's not who God called us or predestined us to be. Like, He has called us to so much more. But someone who, these folks, they idolize someone who is barely making it, but seem like they have it all together. But in truth, in spirit and in truth, they are not. They're not. So I just come on here to encourage you, because God has knocked on somebody's door and introduced you to something new. He has given you a new vision. He has given you new sight. He has given you new purpose. And I'm just here to encourage you, to tell you, like, yes, you can. You can do it. You can do what God has called you to do. You can do what He has gave the vision He gave you to do. Like, you can do it. Yeah, you can do it. Don't push down. Don't push down your yes. Don't allow those thoughts of no, I can't, or nobody has done it. Like, don't let those thoughts overtake your yes. A lot of times the yes get pushed down or pushed to the side because of those thoughts. Nobody in my family did this. Nobody in my family focused on God. Why should I? Nobody in my family got healed. Why I gotta be the only one that do that? Nobody in my family broke in chains for people or for me. Nobody in my family started a business. Nobody in my family got promoted. Why I gotta do it? Why I gotta say yes? Or why this? Or why that? Listen, you don't know what God had called them to do, and they said no. They pushed no. They pushed they yes to the side and allow their no to be a no. Like, they told God no, and really they're telling God no. I don't want no relationship with you. But anyway, so let me ask you a question. If nobody in your family or in your sphere of influence has told God yes, or has not done the thing that God has called you to do or given you to do, that serves you purpose in life, or why wouldn't you want to do it? Or why do you think that God has chosen you to do it? Like, he chose you to do it. That's a whole different concept. Like, he chose me to be who I am right now. Like, he gave me this identity. He knew, he predestined me to be living in this moment. Because he knew before I was born, before I was in my mother's womb, that he wanted to have a relationship with Shamika. Period. He knew that. Again, I just wanted to come on here today to encourage you to step out on faith. And to tell you that you can do it. 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 If no one in your family has broken bad habits, y'all know y'all got people like such as drug addictions, sex addiction, food addiction. Y'all know the Proverbs talk about fools following other fools. Like low confidence, people that's you can be addicted to having low confidence. You could be addicted to fear, to anger. You could be addicted to money. You know, that person that by any means necessary, I'm gonna get this money addiction. That can be an addiction. That can be a high. So if nobody in your family has decided to break that, why, and God has given you purpose and vision to do that, then why not step out on faith and do it? Why not step out on faith and break cycles for your kids or your kids to come, your family to come? Why not open your mind to God and allow him to do what he predestined to do for you? Again, I just wanted to encourage you to step out on faith and to tell you, yes, you can do it. You can do it. You can do it. Have a good morning.